You are now tapped into the buzz on Harden Street. Join us in English 427 podcasting for Allen University, where we discuss politics, pop culture, events on campus. You name it, we yapping about it right here on the buzz on Harden Street. Oh yeah, don't get stung, get sprung. We live in the hive. Hey, you know.
Hey y'all, welcome back. It's your host Michaela. Y'all want to introduce yourself?
Hey y'all know who it is. It's your favorite baddie in the house. It's Shay on the beat, and we got Beauty and Brains on the podcast today. Thank you.
What's good, y'all? It's Brandon in the house.
Hey.
But I'm just I'm just chilling with everybody else here today, and I hope we have a good podcast and a good episode going on.
What's up, y'all? As usual, it's Big Tim on the pod, and we gonna get lit as always.
Hey man, the biggest. We back in, give you my back ends, nothing less. JT in the building, coolest guy.
Yo, this is Jay's, and I'm back, bruh. Brains and all that other etc. stuff, but I hope you have a good podcast.
With the rollie on at that.
Yeah, bruh. I had to play throw something slight, little something slice.
So the Super Bowl's coming up. Who do y'all think's gonna win?
Fly,
First of all-
Eagles, fly.
First of all,
on
the
the
Chiefs
road
playing against
to
the Eagles
victory.
in New Orleans. That's just the hitter right there. I'm just gonna let y'all know. The Eagles don't stand they don't stand a chance.
Eagles.
The Eagles don't stand a chance. So I mean, Pat, he finna get number 3, and he finna be the arguably the best. The best person on their team, the best quarterback on their team to ever do it. And Jalen Hurts, he gonna be hurt. he gonna be hurt with this one. But yeah.
Hey man, Jalen Hurts cannot touch Pat Mahomes on the field, and that's period, man. The Chiefs finna win the whole Super Bowl again.
I mean, do y'all really think that running is gonna get you to a championship? Or because they're in the championship, but do you think it's gonna win it all?
I mean, from my research, what I found out is that my lovely team, the Eagles, go Birds, y'all know the best team, the best city, y'all already know where I'm from, Philly, North Philly Rays, But all I'm going to say is I love Jalen Hurts. I have faith in my beautiful team, and we have the best offensive line in the NFL right now. So I think that to say that we have no chance is uneducated, and I think that Jalen Hurts' playmaking ability is going to take us to that dub. Thank you. And another ring. Thank you.
I mean, all I'm saying is Jalen Hurts' passing yards this season, and it ain't even been close to the Chiefs' passing yards.
Let's face it, Saquon Barkley is saving the Eagles right now. That's the only star player. Jalen Hurts is not going to cut.
Jalen Hurts only got 5.
Actually, that's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay, elaborate.
What's that big dude's name? His name starts with a D. Ooh.
D's?
I think it's Devontae Smith and AJ Brown.
Yeah, Devontae Smith. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're the most receiving duo. They're the most dangerous receiving duos in the league. This is my research, by the way.
Yeah.
And both players can stretch the field and make contested catches, which will be crucial against the Chiefs' secondary. Not to mention, the Eagles' defensive front is built to disrupt Patrick Mahomes, who y'all praise so much. With Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, and Jalen Carter, they can generate pressure without needing to blitz heavily, allowing their secondary to focus on containing Travis Kelce and the Chiefs. What y'all got to say?
You do know the Chiefs beat the Eagles last time in the Super Bowl, right?
That doesn't mean that they're going to win again. That just means that we know how to beat them this time, and we're going to come ready.
I don't think Saquon Barkley is just going to cut it by himself. I'm sorry.
But he's not by
Eagles,
himself. I
the
just
Eagles.
named a ton of players,
I
and you
get
don't
that.
have nothing else to say. You
Okay,
just trying
well,
to come for the team.
all right,
I get that. but
Let's get some
that's
facts
not
up
going
on
to cut
here.
it.
Let's
That's not
get
going to
some
cut
facts.
it.
Because I got my
please.
facts too.
Okay.
Facts is Pat Mahomes has more
passing yards to Jalen Hurts. So if we gonna disregard running,
I mean, okay. Like you said, they do have more running yards than the Chiefs. What? Total offensive yards is 710. And then total rushing yards is 296. So that's not even close to what, them boys in Philly is doing. But you got to be like, you got to think of it on a different level. This is their first time, most of them, their first time in a championship game as it is. Jalen Hurts only had, a little bit of experience because of the way the season looked like 2 years ago. That was because, truth be told, Eagles wasn't even supposed to be. Right now, Eagles not supposed to be where they at. My honest opinion, Detroit should have been in the championship, but I mean, y'all got a good chance, y'all. Y'all got a good team. I'm not saying y'all got a bad team. I'm just saying there's no limit to what the Chiefs can do, what they've been doing. But it's gonna be a good game. After all, it's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game, but the Eagles gonna lose.
Like I said, fly Eagles fly on the road to victory. Fly Eagles fly.
They gonna be chiefing on y'all.
We can put this on the record. We're taking friendly wagers.
Or
as
Mayor Sherelle Parker said, ELGLES Eagles. Shout out Mayor Sherelle Parker. I know her personally. Yeah.
That's lit.
I'm not sure if that's how you spell Eagles, but
that's actually an inside joke.
She said,
there you go. Maybe you're
I'm clocked.
chronically offline.
I'm clocked. Hey, because it'll be clocked.
She said EAGLES Eagles.
No, ELGLES Eagles. Yeah.
So basically,
that's what Mayor Sherelle Parker said. Y'all didn't see that where she spelled Eagles wrong in an interview, and then now everyone is like making fun of her throughout the city.
I don't pay attention to Eagles.
I know y'all don't because y'all are too far gone in the South.
I pay attention to the Falcons.
Irrelevant. Sorry.
Anyways, on that note, I know I'm excited about the halftime performance. Are y'all excited?
Yeah. Man, we got SZA. Yeah. I love SZA.
Kendrick, he's doing his thing. He making a name for himself. He already made a name for himself, but now his name is just like, he's like putting power into his name.
Yeah, I really like that he's getting a lot more attention since this new album. But not only that, I really love the California vibe that he's bringing to his music. I feel like it really, if you know about being from Cali, my dad is from Cali, born and raised in Oakland, East Oakland, California. So the music that he makes is the music that I grew up on, and the music that, I go listen to when I'm in the city visiting family. So it just is comforting to like see this type of music out there. And also, I love SZA. I love SZA since 2016, and when she dropped her first album, her very first EP actually. And I've been following her since. So I really wish I could go down and see her in New Orleans, but I'll just watch her from the comfort of my own home.
Need that Luther.
Yeah.
Need that
Luther.
I
was just gonna say that.
30 for 30.
Yeah, Luther. That's a hitter.
Okay, so speaking of Kendrick, he swept the Grammys, winning about 5 Grammys. Do y'all think Drake's career is over?
Yes.
Oh, he's cooked.
I think I really used to like Drake. I really liked old Drake. Aubrey, Aubrey was my baby. But you just got to understand, you can't come for an icon in the rap industry like Kendrick. Kendrick has been in the industry way longer than Drake has. He's been dropping hits for years on top of years. And you just got to give respect where respect is due. You're not even American, bruh. You coming into, America with all your Canada yeah. And I just feel like he just needs to sit back because he popping it with somebody who's really about that life. Like Kendrick is from Compton. He don't play that.
Yeah. I agree. I like Drake. Nothing Was the Same. All those old albums. But then when he came, I guess Her Loss was the thing that I guess changed everything. It was supposed to be about his little relationship during that time, but he threw some shots at Ken, and Kung Fu Kenny, he don't go for that. So, like she said, he from the real world. He from the trenches. Kendrick knows something about life that Drake, he was handed things his whole life. I feel like there was no really, stretch for him. He wasn't fighting for his life the way Kendrick was. But to answer that, yeah, I don't feel like his career is over, but I feel like his career is developing into something different, like a transformation. He just got to stay low for a little while and get himself right, because I don't think he's mentally right for his life that he got on right now, because Kendrick really shut his life off.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think you could bounce back from being called a certified pedophile.
Yeah,
On stage.
I don't know.
In front of everybody. I don't know. It's hard to bounce back from that.
And not to mention, like, when he was hanging out with Millie Bobby Brown, and, like,
Yeah.
there are actual messages that surfaced of the two of them speaking with one another when she was, like, 13. And that's like a grown man.
He did kiss that girl on stage, too. She was, like, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you hide your little sister from him.
Oh God.
He might even do an encore. Like the last time he had a concert, he played that joint like 10, 20 times back to back to back.
So mean.
But imagine how he feel though. Imagine how Drake feel though. Like,
I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
Imagine how those little girls feel.
that's true.
Probably liberated.
Yeah.
Karma, justice.
Mm-hmm. All right. So speaking of, February isn't the only thing that has football. It's also Black History Month. Do you guys think Black History Month, like the celebration of it, has declined over the years?
I don't think it's
not decline.
I just don't think it's noticeable.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not talked about as much as it used to back when we were children.
Right.
I think I guess when you grow older, you tend to forget about that culture, or it's always a culture. But I also feel like it comes with those executive orders. But within those executive orders, you don't have to. They're not banning Black History Month. They're just banning the celebration of Black History Month. Not like, say you're in your house celebrating. Not that type of way. Publicly. Mm-hmm. Say you go into the store. They're not going to let people decorate the store with Black History Month decorations. They're not going to do that because that's, it's a law.
I still feel like they're trying to get rid of the fact that we celebrate a whole month,
For us. Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I don't think that's fair.
Yes, I don't. Yeah.
All the other holidays get celebrated equally, respectfully.
Yeah, we got so many different holidays now. Like, you got Girlfriend's Day, Boyfriend's Day, you got Father's Day, Mother's Day. I mean, you got all these other extra, etc. holidays that just,
Yeah, I don't think that Black History Month celebration has really declined, but I think that it's kind of difficult to celebrate when, with the current state of the world, we're being erased. Our history is being erased. Books about our history are being banned from schools. Educating Black students on where they come from and the horrible things that happened to our ancestors is being erased from schools. DEI is getting rolled back at many places where you can be employed. So it's just kind of like, how can we celebrate Black history when Black history is repeating itself? And when it's playing over and over again, the same issues we keep on saying that we want to fix are getting repeated. We can't really celebrate before we protest and before we riot. And not to mention, they gave us the shortest month in the year. And we don't get any reparations. We don't get any celebration besides talking about people who have died, who fought alongside white people. Like, the main ones that we talk about are MLK, and frankly, he wasn't a radical. He just wanted equal opportunity for everyone.
Everyone, yeah.
I bet you people nowadays are like they're in the middle of February and they're like, oh, I just realized it's Black History Month. And then the other guy's like, yeah.
That's because we don't take it seriously. We don't take it seriously as black folks, especially like Tim said earlier. like a difference from our generation to the new generation. Like we were taught about our history. We knew where we come from. You know, we knew what was done to us versus the generation now just clueless. So stuff is happening now, especially with, you know, the White House situation going on. We're not going to spit names about that, but yeah, it's a lot going on, and history is actually, like Shay says, repeating itself.
I guess I have a question, even though I'm not the host, but I have a question. How can we, as Black people right now, as we're stepping into adulthood, like, how can we make sure that our history is not erased? What can we do to trailblaze?
Well, I think like he said, like, you know how like people aren't. He's mentioned how like people in stores aren't really putting up Black History Month decorations and things like that. Mm-hmm. I think one way is that like we can like, again, like try to put up decorations like, you know, like blue, yellow, and not blue, yellow, red, yellow, and green decorations around the school and things like that. But you know, it's in some like Black History Month people who deserve the spotlight. Because I mean, I think it's the best way possible to like get ourselves out there so people can notice that Black people have their place in the world. You know?
Yeah.
Right. I think we have to be just unapologetic about how we teach our kids about Black History Month. Because I feel like only time we go into like a real uproar is when maybe it's like a race crime that happens, and then everybody want to come together.
Exactly.
All of a sudden for like one strong week and then disband. I think if we're really gonna keep Black History Month true, we just celebrate it through and through for the whole month, not just the first day we recognize it, and then every other day behind that is like a regular day. It should be filled with spotlight on everybody for every day. Eventually teaching our kids, because they're gonna take it out of schools. They don't want to teach these type of things in schools, that's actually educating these people what happened, where they came from. So I think if we take like a more active role in educating them about what this is really about, I think that might preserve some type of integrity for Black History Month.
Yeah, I think we should celebrate Black History Month not only just in February, but every day. Of, like I said, just us being our color, of course. I mean, take it more seriously and make it more noticeable in the society.
But I feel like we don't need a month to determine, to learn new things about our race. We should have been doing that.
Exactly.
From even if it don't come from the classroom, it starts in the house. So.
And not only that, at a HBCU, we celebrating Black history every day. There's so much Black history at Allen. Allen is a historic HBCU. There's a lot of rich history connecting back to the AME Church. So Richard Allen was the first founder of the AME Church, the very first AME Church. And that's actually the church that I grew up in Philadelphia, Mother Bethel AME Church.
Born in 1760. He was born into slavery. He's from Pennsylvania. He's a good man.
Richard Allen was married twice. His second wife, Sarah Allen, she was a missionary. She spent a lot of time helping actually with the Underground Railroad at the time. A lot of people believed in Richard Allen. He was a born leader. He also believed in his wife, who was very helpful with getting people. So during the Great Migration, she was trying to sneak a lot of Black people up from South Carolina to Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. In those areas up north, it was legal for you to be free. But how the AME Church itself was founded, Richard Allen was at St. Matthew's Church, where he typically worshiped. Black people had to worship in the balcony. They weren't allowed to worship downstairs with the white folks. They also had to enter through a separate door. They were like, well, we should be able to pray wherever we want to pray. God sees us in his image. And if we all believe in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, then we should all be able to neatly kneel to him together. It shouldn't matter if we're Black or white. He was praying, and a white usher came and grabbed him by the arm and tried to get him out of service, and he refused to get up. He said, after we're done praying, we will leave. So they finished praying, and every single Black person in the church walked out. Every single Black person followed Richard Allen out. From that day on, they went and they opened up Mother Bethel AME Church. And the first church was a blacksmith shop. It was super small. And now it's a huge church. It's beautiful. And that's why there's so many AME churches around the world now, because of Mother Bethel beginning that legacy. South Carolina has, I think Charleston and Columbia have the most AME churches. And the 7th district is in South Carolina, and it's the biggest district in the world.
Yeah.
Did you know he was actually accused of being a runaway slave in 1786? Shout out Richard Allen, man. He's the GOAT, man. He was an abolitionist, activist. Oh my God. He actually started the movement and the petition for Congress to end the international slave trade and started an emancipation plan.
Dude did a lot in his life.
Yeah, man.
And our school is named after him. So I think that's a way we
1870.
can honor our history and honor our roots as students of Allen University. And remember where we come from. We come from abolitionists. We come from people who freed the slaves. We come from people who did sit-ins. We come from people who literally died for our rights. And I think that that's reason that we should celebrate Black History Month, so we can remember why we have the privileges that we do today.
So moving on towards the Grammys, did you guys think Billie Eilish got snubbed?
Screw Billie Eilish.
Okay. I actually took some time to listen. I actually liked the album.
Billie Eilish?
I didn't quite, it's, nowadays in time where people aren't being themselves. I just feel like Beyonce's not being Beyonce. That album that I heard last night wasn't Beyonce or what I'm used to. Not saying that she shouldn't have won, because I wasn't, I was unfamiliar, uncomfortable. That wasn't the type of genre that she resides in.
I get that, but you have to understand, Beyonce, first off, is one of the greatest. And trail riding and all that country jive stuff, that's popular right now. And, whatever popular is going to sell. And, think about it. Every time you turn on the radio, I couldn't escape, this ain't Texas. Woo! You can't escape that. Versus Billie Eilish, I can't even name a song that was on her last.
If we're talking statistics, Billie's album got way
more views.
Beyonce's did.
Yeah.
And hers isn't even country. It's
somber. It's something different. It's I think that's why she sells what she sells. She's not selling what other people are selling. Beyonce's selling what the norm, what you expect to hear. Billie she's doing something different. She in that lab doing different stuff.
This is the same girl who won 6 Grammys the first time that she ever did it.
Did something for real.
I just applaud Beyonce for being diverse. Some people just stick to one type of genre or something they're comfortable. But Beyonce did other genres.
She did house music. She did country. Because I'm a Beyonce fan and a Billie Eilish fan. So this is an awkward position to be in, because I think that they both deserved as many Grammys as they could get. Now, what I will say is Cowboy Carter wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite. And I also didn't really listen to Billie's album like that either. So it's kind of just I personally cannot speak to the facts of what their music was giving. But what I will say is that both of their songs were coming on my For You page a lot. Birds of a Feather was on my For You page pretty much every day. And then so was Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages. 16 Carriages. Yeah, that was on my For You page every single day.
What'd y'all think about Kanye's wife, what she wore to the Grammys?
Boo! Absolutely inappropriate.
She could have just been naked at that point.
How can y'all really say that's inappropriate? That's her body.
She was naked.
In a public
This is
setting?
a public.
There were children there.
A lot of people are naked in a public setting nowadays.
Public nudity is literally illegal for starters.
But that's not.
And it's a form of sexual assault to be nude in public because there are children around.
She wasn't nude though.
She was nude.
She had on a piece of cloth.
You could see everything.
Yeah, it was translucent.
It was translucent. I think that he's probably using her for attention the same way that he did to Kim and doing exploitative behaviors because he's mentally ill. And I think that was something that a mentally ill person would do.
I think, okay, but I get what you're saying, but what if she actually wanted to wear that?
I mean, her past outfits have been a little crazy.
Or maybe she's just that confident in what she wears.
But still, though, you're in national television in front of everybody.
Okay,
it's a time and place. It's a time and place for
that's wrong.
everything.
We won against Benedict.
Yeah, we did. We won both games.
Okay.
Shout out to the girls, man. Hey, they've been doing a remarkable job, bruh.
They whooped them
shout out to the
girls.
basketball team, man. BTA on the other school across the street.
Good job, boys, because we was sweating. We was sweating both games, but man, that boys game we was real sweating on. So we appreciate our boys.
Shouts out to the mascot, littest mascot we got.
Lit.
Shaking that little stinger.
Shout out to the band too, man. The band,
Yeah,
y'all doing good. Y'all doing good. You know,
yes,
represent.
yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to the student
everybody
body.
everybody in Allen. We appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing.
So on that note, thanks for tuning in, and we're done.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, y'all, with the Buzz Army Street. Like